Hey guys, I'm Max Laferriere. I played Ghostface in Scream 6, and you're watching Craven Something Scary.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Good evening, subscribers, visitors, patrons, and of course, all of you amazing Cravenites. Yes, all of you amazing channel members. Welcome to Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Well, guys, here we are on a Monday night, the 13th of November. Can you believe we're almost halfway done with the month? I certainly cannot. It's crazy how fast it's going by. Before we get into talking some Scream 7 theories, predictions, and just all around general Q&A, live horror talk, just a couple things I want to mention to you guys. Number one, a big blanket hello to everyone. We've got like 24 now people in the chat, and it's continuing to grow. So thank you guys all for being here tonight. I much appreciate you. I appreciate each of you so much. And this wouldn't be fun without you. All right, let's be honest. This would not be the same if you guys were all gone. Okay, so this is fun. This is fun. So thank you guys for being here. I want to mention, of course, as we talk about theories, I love to hear your theories too. Any predictions you may have, feel free to send those in through the live chat. Of course, there's no way we're going to get to all of your questions, and I know I say this every live stream, but I really feel like I need to because I want you guys to know that I'm seriously mean that. Like, even though I'm not able to get to everyone's questions and comments, I genuinely appreciate you. It's never personal at all. Okay. So just always remember that. And that's why I stream I try to stream 2 to 3 times per week so that you have multiple opportunities to get involved with the discussion. Okay. So thank you for that. But I do also want to mention, if you're here and you do have a question that you want to make sure I get to, we talk about it, then you can send in a super chat, guys. It's an option. It's available for you if you'd like to do it. It certainly helps the channel, and I really appreciate the support. And also, it gets your question answered on the screen. So it's kind of a win-win, honestly, for everybody. So I much appreciate the support and appreciate you guys being here. That's always an option. All right. So having said that, I want to give a quick special acknowledgement real quick. I've already played the members video for all my patrons and Cravenites, but I also want to acknowledge a very special group of Cravenites. These are my Gold Skull Cravenites. And if you're newer here and you may not be familiar with that, as you notice, everyone that's name is green has a skull by their name. Some of them are different colors. They all signify how long they've been a member here. Well, for those members that reach 12 months or longer, you get a gold skull. So I thought it was a fun idea when I started it. What I didn't realize, though, is that until I started watching some of the chat between you guys in the chat, that you guys really want that gold skull. It's a coveted gold skull. And I just thought that was so cool. Made my day. So the coveted gold skull is if you were here for 12 consecutive months. And I do want to shout out really quick To my good friend JT over at Sinister Artworks. What's up, my man? I know you're at work, and I appreciate you coming by, hitting that like button. Thank you, buddy. And JT, man, yeah, man, we need to hook up soon. Feels like it's been forever. But good to see you, brother. All right, so before we go any further, let me go ahead and play a special little video to acknowledge everyone that's a Gold Skull member of 1 year or more. And yes, I'm in the process of working on a skull for the 2-year mark. There are several members that are at 19 months, 21 months, really close to 2 years. So anyway, I'll talk more about that when I have the logo ready to show you. But for now, thank you to all my Gold Skull members for being faithful. And here they are. Give them your attention, my friends, because these folks, dang, that's amazing. Blows my mind. I'm humbled by it. You guys are incredible. Thank you for your support. This channel would not be the same without each and every single one of you that are channel members and patrons. So thank you so much. Hey, Jennifer, that's right. 2-year skulls. It's coming up. It's coming up. Stay tuned. I will be making the announcement as we get closer to it. Yes. Ghostface says, I need to grind to be here for 12 months. Oh, I'm doing it. I love it, Ghostface. Thank you, man. That's so cool. And speaking of grinding and anniversaries, we've got a couple right here. Speaking of JT, my man, over at Sinister Artworks, look at there, guys. 13 months. So JT has been a Gold Skull member now for 2 months. And it says, hey, 13 months. Love this channel, the community, but most importantly, our North Star, Steven. Oh, JT, that's really nice, buddy. Seriously, man. I appreciate that a lot. It really means a lot to me. Appreciate you, brother. And look here. Oliver is so close. Oh, says, I'm almost there. Today, celebrating 11 months as a Cravenite. Oliver, you're all right. Keep it up, brother. You are right there. This time next month, just think about this. This time next month, Oliver will be celebrating 12 months with a gold skull. So Oliver, you're 1 month away from the gold skull, my friend. And if you're on an Android phone, you'll see it. If you're on a laptop or desktop, you'll see it. But if you're on an iPhone, you probably don't see it. And here you go. I'm going to give you a link real quick here. And to become a member, all you have to do is click this link and it will take you to it. And you can pick your level that you'd like to become a member. And you will be a Cravenite, part of the inner circle of the cult of Craven. And there it is, guys. It's coming in the live chat. There you go. Caden says, Craven, I received great news today regarding work. I can now work from home full time. That's awesome. And have my own schedule. Your stream is the cherry on top to an amazing day. That is fantastic. Fantastic, my friend. Caden, congratulations on being able to work from home and your schedule. And hey, man, might be able to attend a few more live streams, although you're most of them. But you just never know. So that's awesome, man. Good job. Drew says, that's why I've never joined Silly iPhone. Drew, there you go, brother. Hit that link. You'll be all right. You'll be all right, man. All right, guys. So just kind of backing it up here a little bit to the chat. Again, I'm not going to go too far back because I'll be way behind and I'll never catch up. But I will say this. just a couple of things. Obviously, you guys all know the strike is over. Talked about that here. That's great news. And so that's everything is back on track as far as getting movies made, getting series made, and all that. So it's looking better and better for Jenna Ortega. Vera Anon, who, again, it's a rumor. Take it with a grain of salt. I have to always say that. But I will tell you something. Vera Anon is extremely reliable. He's often much more wrong than he's wrong. And he's basically saying that they're going to start filming Wednesday, season 2, I believe in April or the end of April. And I believe, and this is just my theory, I don't have this concrete, but once I know, guys, from my sources, once I totally actually know from the people that I know that are inside in this, I will let you know. But right now, I believe that Scream 7, I think, will begin filming in March. And if that does happen, then they can completely get all of Jenna's scenes filmed before Wednesday. So she could actually be in the entire film. Because the big thing going here on my channel, my big concern has been timing of it all, right? And like there's no way we're going to get Jenna for the full movie. And so, is she going to be the opening kill? Is she going to die in the first, let's say the first act of the movie? All those things were real legitimate concerns. And listen, until this is official, it's still not official. You know what I mean? But I believe we've got some hope now, more hope than ever, that we could have Jenna for the full movie, which is good, because, and who knows what the story is going to be. That's a whole nother question. But as far as availability, that's a good sign. It's a good sign. So yeah, I just want to say hi real quick to Paula. Hey, Paula and Russell, Caden, I mentioned earlier, and Val, the General. I salute you, General. Val is here. Mega Giants, talking Star Wars. Always good to see you. Jason, the nice one. Thanks, buddy, for being here. Always appreciate you showing up. And of course, Ghostface and DT Artman, welcome. Of course, Drew, the Drew Sith, is here as well. Let's take a look. Who else? Real quick, I'm just going to shout out your name. Wayne Turner's in the house. Isaac, what's up, Isaac? Good to see you. Jennifer Armstrong, of course. Welcome, Jennifer. So nice to see you here. Jake Martinez is in the house. Jake says, the Nev situation is stressing me out. Her comments at Monster Mania made it seem like she isn't for sure locked in. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I feel my position has not changed one bit. I still firmly expect Nev Campbell to be back. And I'm not deviating from it. So don't let it be discouraging. Just, it's okay to be cautiously optimistic. That's smart. But I feel very good about it still, based on the information I've received. Oliver, again. Oliver, yes. Oliver, great to see you, my man. Glad you're here and you're at that 11-month mark. Quentin, what's up, Quentin? Piper, what's up, Piper? Piper's chiming in about Nev. Yep, I understand the concern. I do. And like I say, until it's official, it's not official. But I'm not losing one bit of sleep. I really believe it's a done deal. It's happening, guys. I really feel strongly about that. The source that told me this is extremely credible. I know them personally, and they told me that Nev was in the process of signing when the strike started. So I really believe it's a done deal. But I mean, of course, anything can happen, right? The strike, maybe things have changed since the strike. But as at this point, I still expecting it to happen. And look at Val. Val is only 3 months away from 2 years as a channel member. It's incredible, Val. Amazing. And speaking of channel members, hey, Drew, the Drusive just became a Cravenite. All right, man. That is fantastic. Thank you so much, Drew. Everybody, all of my channel members, give a big hug and a big round of applause to Drew for becoming a Cravenite, a fellow Cravenite. So, Drew, you no longer are only a subscriber to this channel. You now have taken the next step and you've become a part of the inner circle of the cult of Craven. And I welcome you, Drew. We all welcome you. I have a glass of fresh Kool-Aid, just specially for my Cravenites. And I appreciate your support, my friend. That means a lot to the channel. You're helping to keep the lights on by doing this. And I hope you enjoy your perks, man. You got custom emojis. Take a look at your emojis, Drew, if you haven't already. You got some wicked emojis now. Oh, I see you. There you go. Already got it. There we go. Finally set right. That's awesome. Already using the emojis. Perfect. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Drew. Very, very cool. All right. Let me kind of catch back up here where I was at. Let's see. Chris Sims is in the house. What's up, Chris? And Piper says, do I really trust Sydney's back? I do. As of right now, I do. Now, if anything changes, because look, I'm the first to say anything is possible. Okay. Things can change. But as of this moment on November 13th at 10:08 Central, I do still believe and trust she's back. Yeah, I do. All right, let's see here. Let's keep going. Piper says, will Sydney die in 7? No. That's one thing. Nev Campbell has been very clear. She will not return to be killed off, her character to be killed off. So Sydney Prescott will not die. She's going to be the Laurie Strode, with the exception of Resurrection. I know. I don't count that movie. But no, she's not going to die. She's the only person in 7 that I know going into it is safe. Right? That's the only one. Because think about it. You got Christopher Landon coming in. I'm so excited about that. And by the way, if you're here and you have not watched the interview, I had Chris on my channel in September. You need to go back and watch that interview. It's right there on the front page of the channel. It is an amazing interview. He gives such great insight. Check it out. But yeah, he's going to bring his spin to screen. And I'm very excited to see what he's going to do. And I think that we're in great hands, guys. I really do. Totally do. All right. Jake Martinez. Yeah, Jake, good to see you. Amanda Sylvester is in the chat. Welcome, Amanda. Glad you're here tonight with us, hanging out, talking Scream 7 and horror talk. All aboard the stew train. Heck yeah, Oliver. Absolutely. In fact, now that you mention it, Oliver, let's fire up that stew train. Here we go. Time to get it up.
Hi, it's Nancy Ann Ritter, the girl in bathroom from Scream, and I am on the stew train. Stew, stew!
Hello, listener. This is Mike Vaughn, and you're on the Stew Train.
Get it up, Cravenites. Let's do those screw emojis. Let's go. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's get on that stew train. Let's get it up. Hey, I couldn't resist, Oliver. And hey, what is going on? Eric, the Bearded Entertainment. What's up, all you lovely Cravenites? And look at there, Eric is smashing those emojis. There we go. Heck yeah, man. Good to see you, Eric. Glad to see you, my friend. Denisha is here. What's up, Denisha? Good to see you. Welcome. Always good to see you, my friend. I love it. You guys showing the love to Drew for being a Cravenite. That's wonderful. That's right. Drew says, so happy to finally be a Cravenite. Absolutely, man. It's great to have you as a Cravenite. It's wonderful. Much appreciated. And oh, we got ourselves another anniversary. Oh my goodness. Here we go. It's the bearded one himself. Eric is at 19 months, guys. Over a year and a half. Says, look at that. 19 months. That's, dude, it's amazing. Feels like no time since I started watching your streams. Gotta say, it's an absolute honor to be a Cravenite and your friend. Oh, Eric, that's, bro, right here, man. I'm right back at you, buddy. I'm telling you, man, thank you, number one, for your support in every way that you support this channel. You know, you not only you're being a Cravenite, which is huge. Every month you're so faithful, but in all the prizes and all the donations that you've made to other members and Craven and other subscribers, and all the contests that we've done and special shows. And Eric, I can't begin to thank you enough, man. And I hope you know, man, seriously, how much I appreciate you. And, you know, there's like two things I appreciate. Number one, our friendship is over here, and over here is all the support you give me as a content creator, and then the channel, obviously, and all those that are a part of this channel in the community. Those are incredible things, Eric, and you're a real blessing. It's an honor to know you, my friend, and I truly feel very blessed to be your friend. So thank you. I seriously mean that, man. Seriously mean that from my heart, brother. Thank you so much. Oh, all right, guys. Guys are awesome. All right, let me go back. Where was I at? Where was I at? Oh my goodness. I drew poor Busta Rhymes. I mean, sorry, bro. I just can't, you know, it is what it is. And Val's reminding everyone to hit that like button. Thank you, Val. Hey, we're at 46 likes, guys. Now, come on. I know we can bust this sucker up to 60. I mean, that's just 14 more likes. And we can do it. We got almost 40 people here. Let's get this thing to 60. That would be an amazing thing, man. I would really love that. Thank you, Val. Russell, Sydney will not die. She's a survivor. Yes, she is. Of course, Oliver's smashing all those custom emojis. So does Val. Love to see that. Talking Star Wars. Absolutely, you guys. And Amanda says, I love Scream so much. I literally named my daughter Sydney. Oh, that's awesome. And I'll tell you this, that it's literally her favorite movies. She loves all of them. But of course, her favorite's the original. That's awesome, Amanda. You know what? You're raising her right, my friend, and getting her into the Scream universe. That's what I'm talking about. Paula, yeah, I'm with you, Paula. Let's go. Christopher Landon, I'm ecstatic. I'm seriously excited, like Christmas Eve excited as a kid, like for Scream 7. I'm just so ready, so pumped. What's up, horror villain fan? Good to see you here tonight. Appreciate you being here. Loving all those stew emojis earlier. Looks so good. Dino, what's up, Dino? One of my Golden Skull channel members says, hey, everyone. So happy to be with my Cravenite family tonight. I jumped in right in the middle of the Stew Train video. Dude, that's the best time to join. Right in the middle of a Stew Train video. Gets me pumped. It does me too. I mean, I don't care how many times I've seen it. I get pumped watching that Stew Train video. Oliver's got a great question. Do you think there'll be any big twist in Scream 7? You know, I think there will be. I do. Maybe I'm being overly optimistic because of Christopher Landon, but I think there'll be a good twist. I mean, let's look at it this way. Think about this. If Scream 7 follows the roadmap of Scream 3, there's going to be something from the past that we didn't know, that we thought was true, that wasn't true. And of course, there's a lot of things you could do there, but I'm telling you right now, guys, Stu Macher fits the bill. Thought he was dead. He's not dead. He's not dead. You kidding me? Stu Macher is alive. So, but it could be other stuff too. It doesn't have to be that. It could be other things. So yeah, I think there's going to be, if they're going to follow that Scream 3 mode, if you will, then yeah, I do believe we're going to have something that would be a pretty significant twist, like Roman was a huge twist. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I think so. I think so. I don't think that's crazy or out of the question to think about as a possibility. Yeah, totally. Oh man. All right. Let's see here. Hey, we got ourselves another anniversary here. Ghostface Fanatic, 18 months as a channel member. That is a year and a half, my friend. Unbelievable, Ghostface Fanatic. So much. I so much appreciate you, dude. And you've been so faithful every single month. And you're even at really one of the higher levels. You're the director's level for a year and a half, man. That is so amazing. Says, how's it going? I'm so glad I've been a part of this channel for 18 months, going on a year and a half. But what do you think about them making Sam the killer? Or are you all for it? Or do you feel she should be the final girl? Well, Ghostface Fanatic, once again, thank you, my friend. It's so awesome having you in this community, and your content. Enjoy it as well. Your live streams, great stuff, man. Look, I actually did a video 3 hours ago. It's no joke. I just did a video tonight on Sam. Is Sam a Ghostface? On that exact topic. And, you know, I won't go into all the details of the video because it's like a 13-minute video. You guys you should check it out. Get all the fine details that I go into there. But I will tell you this, man. It's definitely, I think, on the 50-50, right? It's 50-50. It's on the table. But personally speaking, I hope they don't go the Ghostface route. I go through 3 different kind of scenarios in the video. And at the end of it, I'll just tell you kind of how my cash out is that I'm not a fan of, I'm not a fan of the idea. Yeah, it could be done. It could absolutely be done. And again, the scenario I lay out in the video regarding Tara is very plausible. Like that would not be a stretch, I don't think. But I don't know. I would rather see her finish as a survivor, as a final girl, especially if this is the end for the Carpenters, right? If this is the end of their trilogy, their story. And I'm putting the link in the chat. There you go. There's my newest video, guys. I did it like 3 hours ago. So be sure and check that out after the stream. But yeah, I think that it could be done, but I hope it doesn't. Yeah, that's just my personal preference. That's all. Yeah, that's my preference. All right. Thank you, Ian. That's right, man. Sure, and stab that like button. Much appreciated. Yes. It helps the stream reach more people, guys. It really does. As we're streaming right now. It tells the algorithm, hey, people are enjoying this stream. Let's send it to more people. And there you go. All right. Let's take a look here. It looks like, hey, we've got a super chat. Thank you so much. Talking Star Wars coming in to support the channel tonight with a $5 super chat. Thank you, my friend, so much. It says, I think the mom, so Christina Carpenter, or Tara's dad are involved somehow. That's interesting because, the big question has been like, are we going to ever see Christina Carpenter? Are we ever going to learn who Tara's dad is? Those are questions that they're really good questions to ponder because there's, I personally am almost at the point now because we did not get Christina Carpenter in Scream 6. And I really thought we were going to, but we did not. And so, in fact, we kind of got further away from her, remember? Because she basically cut off the girls. After what happened, she's kind of not talking to them. So instead of bringing Christina into 6, they kind of went away, further away. Well, here's the thing. With 7, if they go back to Woodsboro, this is the other thing. We don't know where 7's going to be yet. And if they go back to Woodsboro, then I think the odds or the chances of Christina Carpenter maybe actually making an appearance, I think the odds will go higher. Having said that, though, personal opinion, my feeling is that we probably are not going to see Christina Carpenter. I think she's someone that they needed to create to get to Billy's, the girl that Billy slept with, or Sam, that whole thing. They had to have a girl to talk about. It just makes sense. It would be Sam's mother. And so I think that was probably the extent of their intention. However, remember this. Christopher Landon's coming in with fresh eyes. he didn't create these new characters. He could easily come in and be like, you know what? I'm going to bring Christina Carpenter into this movie. And there you go. And if, like I say, if we find them in Woodsboro, then as Mark Kincaid said to Sydney in Scream 3, all bets are off. It's true. All bets are off because it could absolutely happen. So I think it's a 50-50 shot for Christina Carpenter. I think if it's Woodsboro, it could be 60-40 that we see her. But I still tend to, if I had to put money on this one, talking Star Wars, as far as where do I cash out, I'm going to cash out that we don't see Christina Carpenter. But I think it's very possible, and it could be very interesting. And Tara's dad, I'm telling you, it's been suggested by a lot of people that Tara's dad could, in fact, be Stu Macher. Now, I know that would be a little kind of convoluted, because you've got Billy with Sam and Stu's Tara's dad. It's a little, maybe a little forced, but it would be interesting as heck. And if you want to go crazy, guys, you could have literally Tara be revealed at the end. Check this out. That she was a part of the entire events of 5 and 6. And guess who she's working with? Her dad, Stu Macher. Drop the microphones, drop your headsets, shut down the laptops. It would be insane. That would be absolutely jaw-dropping to see Tara betraying Sam. Tara is the one that lured her own sister in 5. All of it with her dad, Stu Macher. Oh my gosh. It would be, just beyond nuts. Talking Star Wars. What a great comment, theory. I like it. I do like it. And I think that you have a decent chance. I won't say great, in my opinion, but I think it's decent chance that you might get your wish on one of them, if not both of them. All right, talking Star Wars, let me play you a clip. That's what we do here if you're new to the channel. Every super chat that comes in, you get a special crazy clip that I hope brings a smile to your face tonight. And so we're going to go with my favorite checkout lady. Don't know her name, but I know she's adamant about making sure you're 10 items or less. So guys, if you're going to the grocery store, next time you go, don't go to the express lane unless you have the right number of items, or this could literally happen to you. Check it out.
Hey, mister, not so fast.
What's wrong?
You see the sign?
So what?
Well, can you read it?
Don't you?
You're not allowed in this lane. It's
what are you
10
doing?
items or less.
I see what I'm saying. Who? She's on fire, man. She's passionate about her job. Oh my gosh. Hey, we got a couple of other things here. Thank you, Talking Star Wars, for that super chat. Thank you for helping keep the lights on, buddy. Much appreciated. And we've got another anniversary. Lady Luna. What's up, Lady Luna? Glad you're here. Has been a member for 8 months. Oh my gosh. That is insane, Lady Luna. Says 4 more months. And it's time for that killer gold skull. Yeah, it is. Love you, fam. Thank you for 8 months of happiness and laughs when it was hard to smile. Oh, Luna, thank you, my friend. I say this story all the time, but I'll never forget it. I remember the very first night I was streaming when you came in for your first time, and you said hello. And I'm like, oh, is Lady Luna? And that first night was the start of an amazing friendship, and you're here as in this community. You plugged yourself right in, and here we are 8 months later. It's incredible. It goes by so fast. And Luna, you're right. 4 more months, and that gold skull will be yours, my friend. Woo. It'll be here before we know it. And Film Genius is in the house. Says, love the channel with the fire. All right. Well, Film Genius, thank you. I appreciate it. Means a lot to me. I appreciate that encouragement. I really do. And guys, we've got ourselves another new Cravenite. Donnell Murdoch, welcome, my friend. You now are no longer only a subscriber. You have stepped in to the inner sanctum of the cult of Craven and are now part of the inner circle, which means you get to attend our private watch parties every month. No one else can come, only Cravenites. You got the custom emojis. You've got your name in green, your skull logo, priority replies to comments. You've got the whole 9 yards. You are good to go. So thank you so much for your support. That means a lot. And I'm grateful that you're a channel member. Thank you, man. Thank you. That's so wonderful. All right. Guys are fantastic. I appreciate you so much. And Lady Luna says, I love that you remember. It means so much. Oh, I sure do. I do remember vividly. I'll never forget it. You're awesome, Luna, and I'm thankful for you, and I'm thankful you're here. Very much. And we got ourselves another super chat. All right, JJ, coming in with the $2 super chat. Thank you. Thank you so much, JJ. Appreciate that. Can future Scream movies work without Sydney? All right. So I'm going to answer this in two ways. Number one, yes, they can. And the reason that Scream can do it is because Ghostface is someone new every time. And that's why Scream can go on and on and on for decades, writing new stories, new protagonists, new everything, because it's a different person or people, as it may be, every film. Unlike Michael Myers, who's going after Laurie Strode, right? Or whatever the case. No, this is a situation where it can do it. Now, the other answer I have for that is yes, but I don't want it to. I'm of the school, and I know that there's a lot of folks that feel differently, and I support that. I respect everyone's views on how this could play out for the future. But me personally, as for me and myself, I'm a big Sydney fan, big Nev fan. I'm on the Sydney, I can't say the train because I'm on the Stew train. I'm the conductor of the Stew train. So I'm on that Sydney bus. That's all I can think of. And I want Sydney to be in these movies for years and years to come. Now, what I eventually want to see, and this is also maybe a hot take for some of you, but I want to see it eventually a time jump occur. And Sydney's kids are in high school. She's still there. She's still their mom. She's still in the movie. But Sydney's kids become the focus of a Ghostface attack. And it's like the new generation. But their mom is still there to help solve this thing, to give them advice. And so is Mark. If Mark survives Scream 7, we'll have to see. But assuming he does, but even if he doesn't, she's there helping her girls that are in high school against this new Ghostface attack. You could do the kids of Sydney for several movies. So there's so much potential of how you can make this work. And again, can it work without her? I think it can. Do I want it to work without her? I do not. I don't, because I'm all about Sydney. And I just gave you guys some examples of how the future could play out with Sydney still being in this film a decade from now, right? As the mother of these kids that are now in high school. One second. For you, JJ, I'm looking up your super chat clip here. Let me play you a clip here. This is one that, basically if Sydney is back in all of these future Scream films, you may hear me one night come on this live stream and sing something kind of like this fella right here, letting it out. Because sometimes you just got to let it rip, like this guy. Right? You just gotta let it rip, man. All right. So thank you so much for your super chat, JJ. Remember, every super chat that comes in tonight, you get a crazy clip like that. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. All right. So I'm way behind in the chat, but you know what? That's all right. That's all right. We're gonna do our best, my friends. And you know what? I'm having such a great conversation with all of you. Great questions. Guys are signing up as new members. I mean, the love is going around. And I hear a knock at the door. Someone is knocking on my door. And guys, I'm very excited to bring on someone that I enjoy talking Scream with for a very long time. And we haven't been on one-on-one in quite some time. And it's just how things have worked out. But I'm so happy that tonight it has worked out. So please welcome really a great friend of the channel and of myself in the community. You know who this is. Please welcome the one and only Destin from Destination Station.
What's up, brother?
Well,
how you doing?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, man. Thanks for the invite. I've been needing a little bit of Scream in my life, so as we all, right?
Oh, absolutely. Hey, Destin, can you bring your mic volume up a little bit? Is that possible?
Yeah,
Just a
let me see
little
right
low.
here. Is that good?
Still needs to go up if you can. If you can.
Let me see what I can do, because I was having audio issues earlier.
Okay. Maybe check the settings in StreamYard, your mic settings.
How's that sound?
No, don't hear any difference.
How about that? No?
Maybe a tad better, but still pretty low.
All right, let me see what I can do real quick.
That's better.
Okay.
That's better. That was definitely a little boost. Go ahead.
How's that sound?
Oh, there we go. That's it.
Perfect. Okay. All right.
Nice.
I probably messed something with whenever I was trying to set up the other headphones. They were like giving me trouble earlier, and I probably messed something up on the mic.
Dude, it is it's always technical. That's the beauty of live streaming. It is like we're live, there's no net. You just go with it, and technical things always happen, but that's all right.
All the time, man. All the time. I'd be like, I didn't even change anything. All I did was update my computer.
Sometimes computers don't want to be updated. They're like, leave
No.
me alone.
Very true. Very true. Hey, everybody in the chat. I see y'all.
Yeah, Destin's. It's been a while, dude, since you and I've just been the two of us hanging out, man. It's been a bit.
Yeah. Just a minute.
Just a little bit. Donnell says, one who just joined tonight as a channel member, said, I've been watching you a long time. You saved my life. Oh my gosh. Donnell, thank you, man. That's wow. Wow. Thank you so much. Well, I look, man, here's the way I see it. If in any way, whether it be small or big way, if there's in any way what I do here on my speck of sand on this massive beach of YouTube, if in any way it helps anyone in any measure, I'm grateful, I'm thankful, I'm blessed, and it means everything to me. So thank you for sharing that. And seriously, I hope that whatever circumstances you've gone through or maybe going through still, just remember this. Never, ever, ever give up. Okay? Ever. You have to promise me right now on this live stream, promise yourself, never going to give up. No matter how hard it gets, you just keep moving one foot in front of the other. It doesn't matter how fast, you just do it the best you can and you hang in there and you're not alone. We're all here as an amazing community. Destin's here. I can speak for Destin. I know we are all in the same mindset here. And we always put people first because people matter the most. So, Donnell, thank you for sharing that. And I'm here. I'm gonna be here. And I just it means the world to know that in some way what I've done here and what I'm doing here is helping to make a difference in your life. And that's powerful. So thank you. Thank you so much.
And I'd like to piggyback off of that. You
Yeah.
know, y'all kind of saved our lives. Y'all are the reason why we do this. So, in a lot
It's
of
true.
ways, I know for myself, y'all keep me going sometimes when times are rough, and just someone checking on me, someone caring, being here, showing that love and support. That's what it's all about. And I'm sure I can speak for Craven as well. We appreciate every single one of y'all.
Absolutely. So true. Very good word, brother. That's so true. So Destin, just to kind of catch you up a little bit, man, in case you hadn't been able to hear some of the talk. Right now, I was talking about how, is Tara's dad going to be revealed, and the possibility that the theory has been put out there that Stu Macher could actually be her dad. And could you imagine if Tara is revealed to have been involved since 5 with her dad doing this together? That would be jaw hitting the floor stuff, right? What would you think about that, dude? Is that something that you think is too much over the top, or would you be okay with that?
As far as Tara being a mocker and
Yeah.
she's actually working with her dad since 5, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know if I feel that. If I could see Tara changing along the way,
Yeah.
I can buy that, but I can't buy it that she was in it from 5. I do like the idea of it possibly being Stu Macher. Like I kind of dig that. I do think that her dad is going to be revealed. There's going to be some secrecy of his character in some way, shape, or form. I don't know if we're gonna actually see him on screen or not, but he's definitely, I even forgot about it, and I think I brought it up to you before in the past on other streams. It's probably been a while since we talked about it, but we
Yeah.
always forget that Tara's dad went to the high school with them.
Mhm.
He uh proposed on senior year.
That's right.
So
Exactly.
and that was something that
Mhm.
was kind of like just brushed over. You won't really catch it. I mean, you might have caught it, but you don't really think back on it until you watch it again for like the
Right.
second or third time, and you're like, wait a minute, they were both there. What's going on here? So
Mhm. Mhm.
could have.
Yeah.
I
I mean, that's
mean
the
that.
that's the thing, man. He knew everybody. He knew Stu. He would have known Billy and Sydney, and I mean, it's a small town. It's not like they've
Mhm.
got 2,000 students. So I think they probably all knew each other, and
Yeah.
it's interesting, man. But the thing I was saying too, I'm like 50-50 because I think that it's very possible we'll never see Christina and we'll never see the father, that they were just plot points they needed to get Sam to be revealed as Billy's daughter. And that's how they used Christina Carpenter, was just to get that whole thing done with the
Yeah.
diary and all that. So with no intention of ever showing her. I think it could go either way. What do you think about that?
I think it's more of a chance to see Tara's dad than it is the mom at this point.
Mm,
I
okay.
think there's something there that they can play with him just leaving that night after being revealed that he's not the father.
Yeah.
You abandon your biological because you find out the other daughter isn't yours. I don't know if I buy that 100%. There's got to be something else there. I mean, it could be just, convenient writing, but there's
Right.
actually, like whatever they have in store, that's something that they can play with.
Yeah.
I always, like, I don't know now that I'm second thinking about it, but I was thinking about it the last couple weeks that wouldn't it be crazy if they did do some sort of like prequel with Sam and
Mm.
Tara's mom and dad, and maybe something that happened before the events of '96.
Okay.
And what if they did like that de-aging on Billy and Stu, like 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 a pre thing to Woodsboro, or maybe they
Okay.
were a part of it but they kind of fell off, or maybe Billy and Stu. I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was something that you could play with, and you could go back and have
Good.
like a '90s setting. I don't know. I think I'm just biased. I love my '90s slasher settings.
Me
I want
too.
to go. I want to go back.
I know. I know.
But I kept thinking
Um,
about that senior year and everything. Like, what if
True.
something was going on and there was another killing?
That's right. Yeah, man. I mean, you could play with it. It's out there, and I love this. That the wild card that we have in all this, of course, is Christopher Landon,
Hmm.
and I love that because he's coming in with fresh eyes, like totally fresh eyes, and who knows what he's going to do. Like
Hmm.
he may have totally big time ideas in mind for what he wants to do with this and this, and we have no idea, not even on our radar, what he could do. And that's just so freaking awesome, man. It's a wild card. It's an unknown.
It really is. It really is. And he could shake it up. He could give it more
Good.
style.
Yep.
Now, me personally, I don't want him to go the full Happy Death Day approach with my Scream movie.
Yeah.
For what we built to where Ghostface is mean, he's
Right.
everything. Like all the way up until the reveals, it kind of turns into animated characters once the killers
Mhm.
are revealed. But the Ghostface killing all the way throughout the movie is put that mark on there that he's mean. He's he's taking no punches this time. Like it's
Mhm.
I want it to keep that same serious tone. As much as I do like Happy Death Day and everything, I just don't I think we're like on a slippery slope if we go back down that full comedic path at this point.
Right.
We might end up right where we were, and I don't want to do that. But Christopher Landon is great. I forgot that he had a hand on doing Paranormal Activity 3.
Oh yeah, he did like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, I completely forgot it. I watched a couple of those around the Halloween season, and I was like, oh, Christopher Landon had his hand on this. I was like, I
Sure
had
did.
no idea. Good stuff.
Yes.
He knows his
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, man. And I was talking to Nick Meese last night from screamtrilogy.com, and we talked for like 2 hours, and we just scratched the surface, but we were going through all the franchise, not just like one movie. But here's the thing, he said he made a good point, and I agree with him, is that Christopher Landon's going to make a Scream movie. Like, he's not going to try to make a Happy Death Day Scream movie. He's
Right.
going to make a Scream movie. He knows the movies. He's a fan of the movies. And remember what he said in my interview. He said, I want to wrap my arms around all of those before me. Wes, Radio Silence, Kevin Williamson. And he said, I want to embrace everything they've done and then add my own element to it. So that tells me right there, he's going to respect the franchise and the history.
Right. Yep.
And so I don't think we're going to have that problem. I think we are going to have a full-blown classic Scream movie, dude. Like, going back to Scream 1 and 2, 3 and 4, like the Wes Craven era. I think that's what we're going to get. Fingers
It could
crossed.
be the best one out of the entire new trilogy.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
who knows if this is actually going to be the climax? It could lead into another film.
That's right.
They might not have any. They might not be wanting to stop anytime soon. So
Heck yeah, man.
I don't want them to stop.
No, I don't either. No, we got to keep going. And speaking of keeping going, my gosh, we got another anniversary today. Carrie Crave Cinema is a 20-month anniversary. Wow, Carrie, that's incredible. Yeah, seriously. My sweet cult. Yes, my sweet, sweet cult. 20 amazing months sitting comfortably on the stew train and hanging out with the best family there is. I love you all. Carrie, we love you as well. And another round of applause for you. Seriously. That's so awesome. Thank you. 20 months as every single month a channel member. Phenomenal. Just phenomenal. And you're such a great part of our community, Carrie. Beyond channel membership. I mean, just everything that you do and you've done. I appreciate everything. And thank you for being a moderator and for being such a fun part of our community. And seriously, you're a very special individual. I appreciate you, Carrie. Thank you so much. That's awesome. 20 months, man. That is incredible. Ian says, I love the Craven Some Scary community. All right. Well, I do too. I say it without any apologies, Destin. This right here, this channel, no disrespect to anyone else at all, but this channel community, I believe I'll put up against any other community on YouTube. I think it's the best. And I would not trade a single person from this community. That's just how I
agree
feel.
with you, man. I agree.
Okay.
You brought the family together. You're the godfather of Woodsboro. That's why I called you that.
That's right. That's yours, man. You're the one that coined that for me, man. That's really cool. And something else that's really cool is Donnell, who became a member earlier, sent in a 99-cent super sticker. Thank you so much. And he's got the thinking face on, though. Like, yeah, I know. Lots to think about with this Scream 7. Donnell, thank you for your support. Appreciate that super sticker. And Destin, it's time to play a clip, man. For every super sticker and super chat, Destin, I don't know that you've seen this clip, so I'm going to play this one. Even if you have, I think you'll, I know your sense of humor pretty decent from watching movies with you. So I think you'll appreciate it. Here we go, guys. It's an explosive moment, no doubt.
Please, back up! Wait! A smile, everybody!
Oh my gosh, I know. The people right now are scratching their heads saying, what did I just see? Oh.
I've seen that one before. That's a pretty
I
good
thought
one.
you probably had, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually a request from Sarah Campbell, requested that clip. I said, I can do that. What's up, Dice? Rolling in the house. Bonjour. Good to see you, my friend. Glad you're joining us tonight. And hey, we got ourselves another anniversary. They're just pouring in. Jonathan Brake at 6 months. Hey, Jonathan, your skull has changed colors. You got a new colored skull. That is awesome for marking 6 months. Best horror community ever. Glad to be a part of it. Thank you, Jonathan. I am glad you're a part of it. Seriously. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for your support and for being an awesome, awesome Cravenite. That's so cool. All right. So, Destin, the strike is over.
I know.
Isn't that wonderful, dude?
I'm so glad too, because I was like, I am literally stretching on making content.
I know. I know.
I'm like, how am I going to keep them entertained? There's just so little, but we do have Thanksgiving this week. I am really stoked about that. And Patrick Dempsey's in it.
Yes. He's back as the sheriff. He's a cop again. You know, maybe he's just kind of like dusting off the badge and that role for Scream 7. And
man, that would be great.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, man. I even thought about, what if he showed up instead of Sydney? What if like last time, because I don't know about you, but I always found it funny that Sydney showed up and you have a husband that's a prior detective and he let you go to Woodsboro by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't buy that. What if she went without him knowing? And that's why this time he makes her sit out and he comes to help.
I mean, if you're saying we've got to trade Sydney for Mark,
I don't. No. If I had to choose, I would definitely choose Sydney.
Okay,
but I'm just saying that if we can't get Sydney back, maybe they can go with that.
Like as a kind of like a consolation prize almost.
Yeah,
we'll give you Mark. Yeah,
right.
I mean, if and again, I'm on the record sticking my neck out a little bit and saying that I do really believe Sydney's back, just because of the source I have. And now things can change though, and I always say that, dude. She was supposed to have been signing right as the strike happened and everything stopped. And things can change over a course of 3 months or whatever it's been, maybe longer. That was July, I think. Yeah. So anything can happen, but until my source tells me different, and he or she could be a she, he or she might, but if they don't, then I'm still sticking on that Sydney's back train, and I really do. I just believe that strong in this individual. So, but you know what? They may contact me and say bad news. It didn't work out. You changed your mind or whatever, and then it's over. But Sydney Prescott in Scream 7, please. What do you think, man?
Yeah, absolutely. Because especially if it is going to be a somewhat climax of the Carpenter sisters or whatever, and they want to tie in the whole Billy Loomis angle, and
Mm-hmm.
fingers crossed for Stu Macher. You know, you got to bring her back. You got to bring her back.
Yeah.
Pay her what she deserves, especially after the money
Please.
that 5 and 6 made. You can afford her.
Oh gosh,
Respect
of
her.
course.
Pay her what she wants. The fans want it. She is a businesswoman. She's not going to get shorthanded on this. She's helped
Mhm.
build this entire. But my thing was always after 5, after we heard that she's not coming back for 6,
Mm-hmm.
I always saw it as like a make or break it. Like it was like it sucks, but if this movie is so successful, then the studios, the ones that are money hungry, are going to look at it as, oh well, we don't
Right.
have to pay her that amount.
True.
And
True.
that's like, it's like, dang, at us as fans, we're like, we want this movie to be successful so we get more, but then also 6 did so well. It makes me wonder, where is the studio's heads at this time? Where is Paramount at? What are they thinking? Do they care or do they not care? So
True.
it's gonna be months away. I mean, maybe even. But what do you think? By the end of the year, we might hear some movement on it.
I think so. I think we're gonna. I suspect, like, starting in December, we're gonna start hearing, or even Thanksgiving week, and starting in December, we're gonna be bound to start hearing signings. I think they'll start saying, "Now, look, that may already be signed. They're just holding off on announcing it." But I do think, Destin, at the latest next month, we're going to start hearing, you know, Melissa Barrera signed back. You know, Jasmine Savoy Brown is signed back. You know, we're going to start getting information, and I just want to hear officially, Neve Campbell is returning. It will be amazing.
Do you think that they'll announce that as one of the first, or do you think they'll save that as an ace?
Yeah, I think they'll probably save it. I wish they would just do it and get it over with.
Yeah.
Let us know now up front. But you know what? They probably will hold off, tease it, or not necessarily tease it, but like you said, keep it as an ace in your back pocket, right? Because maybe they're trying to get other people and they don't get them. Well, guess what? We got Neve Campbell, and never you forget about the other people. So definitely could be something we may have to wait on. But I have a feeling when I'm going to say when, I'm just trying to speak it into existence. When she signs,
just do it, man.
I have to, Destin. When she signs, it seems to me it's just a matter of time before some of that is going to get leaked. Someone is going to leak that sucker out. And trust me, you know, I don't like to go to the well too often, because you don't want to do that. So I'm real careful on how much I contact my source about information. But trust me, if I haven't heard anything by January, I'm going to go to the well and say, "Hey, checking in with you," you know, because I mean, give us something, give us something.
Man, just a little bit. My question is, do you think that, or do you even care? I guess both. I guess it's a double question.
Okay.
Do you think that if, let's say that Neve is back, do you think that Hayden is back as well? Or do you care as much? If she is or if she isn't?
I really can take it or leave it with Kirby. I don't know, man. I think I was a little underwhelmed by her role in 6. I really was. I was like, okay.
Shoehorned.
Yeah, right. It did. And I really believe, and I stand behind, I still believe this. This is my opinion. I still believe they got her written in there quickly when they knew they weren't getting Neve back. They're like, you know what? We have to do something to distract the fans from Neve. Guess what? It's going to be Hayden Panettiere's back. Kirby's back. It's a fan favorite. And
Mhm.
so it helped us to temporarily, so to speak, forget about, Sydney.
Mhm.
And I still think that's what that was about.
I've always thought that too.
Yeah. And I think the role kind of just, it's kind of like, I mean, again, I don't think it's her. It's just the role it was written for. There wasn't much
Underwhelming.
to it. Yeah. It was
It
like,
was underwhelming, and it was like they used her as a red herring more than
true.
as a final girl type of approach with it. She was just like a tool.
That's right.
And it was like there was no
Mhm.
big payoff for her character, and you really wanted that. So
True, man. You're right. So yeah, I'm kind of honestly, if she's there, I'll be okay, cool. Let's see what she's gonna bring into this movie. But it will not, I won't really miss her, honestly, if she's not there. I hate to say that, but it's true.
and we
I-
were so excited to see her back too.
Mhm.
We've been wanting it for years.
Yes.
And it was just the way it was portrayed. It was just kind of like, I'm glad that she's in it. I don't mind her
Yeah.
being in it. It's just
Mhm.
I wanted more for her.
Yes.
Almost maybe like her own movie, maybe like her own final girl type movie.
Right?
Like, I don't know. Maybe she could go off and do a TV show. Maybe that could be the approach.
That would be awesome. I would love that.
Mm,
The Kirby Reed files
mhm.
or something. Russell coming in with a $5 Canadian. Thank you, Russell, for your support. Great to have you in the community, my friend. And Russell's another newbie, and it's so awesome because Russell, we just met Russell. It was, oh gosh, I'm terrible with times. It goes by so fast. It was probably a couple of weeks ago. Russell, maybe even longer than that, but it was not been very long. And I remember seeing him on a stream, and he left some chats in the stream, and we got discussions going. And he's been a part of the community here. He plugged himself in, became a channel member almost day one, may have been day one. And he also with the Night Watch Zone. Russell, thank you so much, man. It means a lot to me and Night. I know that you just came in and just made yourself at home. You're a wonderful part of the community already. And thank you so much. He says, Happy Thanksgiving. We had ours in Canada. That's true. You did. Funny, our real last name was help me out, Destin.
Schumacher.
Schumacher.
I wanted
Like,
to say Schumacher,
yeah, exactly.
Like-
right. It's
like Joel Schumacher, the director,
uh-huh.
but without
That's
the C.
funny.
Schumacher.
It's almost Stu Macher. That's
It's almost
hilarious.
Schumacher. Oh,
Yes.
Russell's on the suspect list.
Dude, is Russell a red herring or is
Oh,
he involved?
He could be. He could
Ooh.
be.
That's awesome. Russell, thank you, my friend, for your super chat. That's awesome. It really is cool. Let me find you a good clip here. Let's play Russell. Oh, you know what? I bet you a lot of folks maybe it's a little non-traditional, Destin, but at Thanksgiving, I think there'll be some biscuits that'll be served on Thanksgiving Day. And
Brisket on a biscuit.
brisket on a biscuit, or maybe some honey sauce. Here we go. We're gonna
Oh,
taste
I already
the
know.
biscuit.
I already know.
Let's go.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the
Oh,
goodness
yeah.
of the biscuit.
Mm.
Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce.
Dude, never gets old, brother.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't.
Oh my gosh. And Val, thank you so much. Val the general is hitting it hard tonight. So speaking of the like button, please take a minute and go to the homepage of the channel and hit the like button on all the upcoming streams. It really helps push out the stream so more can enjoy. And that is so true. And guys, just in case you're not aware, that's how this crazy algorithm stuff works with YouTube. the more thumbs up, the reason that's important is because the more thumbs up, like now, we're at 60. I think we hit our goal. Oh, yeah, we're at 62. So if we can get that to 75, which is totally doable, if we can get that on up to 75, the more likes, the more the algorithm recognizes that it's a stream that people enjoy. So it's going to send it out, says recommended to people. More new folks can find us. Same goes here for the upcoming streams. So I appreciate that, Val. So yeah, if you guys were to do that, go smash those thumbs up button really quick. Just thumbs up, thumbs up. It helps. So, a lot of times people will ask us, Destin, they'll ask you, they'll ask me, they'll say, well, how can I help you guys, in other ways than financially? I mean, maybe not being a spot and that, but I want to help. And you know what? Hitting that thumbs up button is huge. That helps us. So it doesn't cost you a thing. It takes you like 2 seconds. So thank you, Val, for putting that in the chat and reminding all of us that is really important. And oh, check this out. This is so cool. By the way, hi, Stumacher. Stumacher's in the house.
Uh-oh.
What's up, my man? Good to see you. But look here. Here's a perfect example. Caden says, this is how I found your channel. I came across a stream one night. See, guys, I'm telling you, it makes a difference. Best thing to happen to me on YouTube. Oh, Caden, thank you, man. That's so kind. And it just goes to prove the point we're trying to make of how important those like buttons are. They really do make a difference. So
they make a big difference.
Yeah, they do, man. Thank you, Caden. And I'm so happy you found the channel too, brother. You're awesome, Brian. I really appreciate it. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me get back to where we were at here. I kind of lost my train of thought for a second there. Let's see. Caden, speaking of Caden, he's got a question. Because I wonder if we'll ever get a victim to become a ghost face. I kind of thought Kirby would be the first. They tried to trick us. Yeah, exactly. They did. We were talking about that. Tried to trick us into it. So this was more like an Amanda situation from Saw, where you have a victim who becomes a part of it. And I don't know. It would be kind of wild. What do you think, Destin? I mean, it would be different, right? That would be different for sure.
I'm still not ruling off Kirby is still not involved in some way. I still, something just tells me with Scream 6, when Chad hits Ghostface in the costume with that camera, and then we see Kirby with that busted head, something just tells me there was two different types of Ghostface at play there. Because she was on the case of the killers at the beginning of the movie. There could be a whole nother agenda, motive, whatever going on at the same time as the revenge story. So
I like that idea, man.
They just ran into each other, and it now she looks like she was a victim, and she just played it off. Like, now we bring Kirby back and we play something with that. I'm all game. I'm like, okay, they built something here.
Yeah, I like that. And she did have that big old spot on her head, man.
And when does Ghostface just knock somebody out?
True.
Remember? That's what she said. She said they knocked me out. No, Chad knocked you out with that camera. That's what happened.
I like that. Yeah, because there'd be no reason if she's not involved. Like, you wouldn't want to just knock her out,
right?
There's no point to it. You would want to take her out. Yes, yeah. I like that, Destin. Hot take tonight. Now I'm even more sus of Kirby, dude. Now that kind of Dude, that might be worth a video, man. I'll have to give you a shout out if I do a video on that. I'm gonna.
I know I mentioned it in other videos, but I don't think I made it like a specific video. Like whenever I make videos and theories and stuff, like I'm all over the place. I'm like, damn, that's a whole nother video. And I'm like giving away all my stuff.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
I
man.
know. But you know what? But that's just kind of how you flow, right? It just, we go around. But dude, that may be, dude, if I end up doing something with that, I'll be giving you a major shout out at the beginning. So
appreciate it, man.
If I do it, I may not even do it, but it's a very interesting thought and a good point. So
I've watched Scream 6. I can't count how many times, at least over 6 or 7. And it just keeps coming back to me. I'm just kind of like this, and I honestly think that, like, what if Detective Bailey wasn't lying to Sam on the phone? What if she really was? It could be Ghostface on Ghostface's tail. That's what was going on there the entire time. 2 Ghostfaces on each other's tail the entire time.
And I remember posting that question like right after it came out. I was like, Bailey claims that she was fired from the Atlanta office because of mental instability. Right. And I'm like, we never got confirmation from anyone that was not true. Like nowhere do we ever see that debunked. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Like, what if that was actually true? That part was true.
Right. Right.
Dude.
And that's when he was like, "Oh, she's on my tail.
Yes.
So I have to take her out or whatever." Artman, I'm not saying that Chad was involved. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying there was a part in the climax. I'm just seeing Artman's comment. There you go. I'm just saying there was a part where Chad, they were running away from Ghostface, and Chad hit Ghostface over the head with the camera, and it knocked Ghostface out, and they got away for a little bit. And I'm just saying that what if that was Kirby underneath the Ghostface costume? I don't think Chad's involved at all.
I don't either. No. Stu Mocker is coming in. Says, I really hope we get Stu back. There's no possible that he died. Just my opinion. Don't think Amber killed Dewey either. I agree with that as well. Definitely was either Stu or someone we don't know at all. Yes, I'm with you, Stu. I don't believe that Amber killed Dewey. I stand behind that. I think that makes a lot of sense. That it was Stu, the way he was killed from the throwing the sternum. I mean, all of that, dude. I just think that you could definitely draw lines to say that was Stu Mocker. Yeah.
Even if that wasn't the original idea when they filmed it and did all that, you can still retcon it at this point.
Yeah.
You can still write it in and make it make sense. And that's what they need to do.
I agree, dude. Totally. Wouldn't it be crazy, man, at the end of 7, we find all this out officially. I had to have Amber take credit for killing Dewey so it wouldn't reveal me to her too soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God.
I can see it. I can see it.
I can do. Man. Talking about Stu, you know what it makes me want to do? 3 words, Destin. And to put it in the words of Stu, get it up. Let's go.
Yeah! I'm ready, baby!
All right, Craven, let's get
up! Get up! Get up!
Yeah.
Get up!
It was fun.
Oh yeah.
That beat makes your like heart go.
It does, man. And you feel it rise. It's like, oh man, let's go.
And I think we're kind of like, it's kind of crazy that recently we have almost a resurgence with Matthew Lillard with Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
And now we're having a resurgence with Patrick Dempsey with Thanksgiving.
That's right.
You know, it's kind of
Yes.
crazy.
Timing of it.
And Five Nights at Freddy was very successful. That I was really surprised by that. How successful it was. You
Mhm.
know, I'm just not.
Killing
I
it.
don't know the lore. I never played the game. I don't know much about it. I did watch the movie though, but
Oh, it was, and you know, without spoiling it, because it's only a week old, but those 2 moments, you know, the 2 moments, you know what I'm talking. Oh, brother.
man, dude, I
Woo.
wanted to text you. I would have been like, man, if this ain't, you know, just
Mhm.
poking the bear a little bit, you know.
Totally poking the bear.
At least Jason Blum knows what the fans want a little bit.
Exactly, dude.
So
Seriously.
yeah, and I really do think that Thanksgiving's gonna be
Mhm.
a success. There's a lot of marketing around it right now.
Yep. Lots.
And I think if it's a good movie, people will go back and see it. And I think we have something good to look forward to. You know,
Oh.
I'll correct myself if it's a dud, but everything that I've seen on it and early screenings of what I've heard it's a treat. So
Yeah, man. And it's a whodunit in
I
the
know.
costume. You don't know who it is. And there's that one scene in the trailer where the lead, I think it's the lead protagonist girl, says, you know, we've got to figure out how we're all connected, how the victims are all connected in some way. It's that classic setup, dude. And
Right.
I'm so ready for it, bro. I really am.
Yeah. Yeah, I am too. I am too. I have my ticket ready for Thursday night, so I'll have a right out of the theater reaction.
Oh,
Thursday night.
good.
Yeah, man.
Oh, hey, real quick. What's up? DT Artman's got to head out. Take care, my friend. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate it. Now I have to ask you another question. Now, have you seen It's a Wonderful Knife? Have you gotten to it?
have.
Oh,
I
good.
have.
I haven't
I
talked
went
to
to the
anybody yet that has seen it other than me.
Yeah, it was showing one night last Thursday in
Oh,
my area, and I was like, "Oh, I got off work a little earlier." I was like, "Oh, nobody has bought tickets for this movie yet," and I'm like, "I've been wanting to see it. I'm
yeah.
going to the movies, you know, just to kind of get away." And I had the
Mhm.
whole theater to myself.
Are you
It was pretty.
serious, dude?
I had the whole theater to
Wow.
myself, and I just sat
Oh,
there and just I was like, man, like I was just having a good time. Um, the killer is kind of like the robe and everything kind of reminded me of Ghostface.
I know. I
And
love that.
yeah, it was
Solid
cool,
white.
man.
It was. Dude.
I had
really
a fun
loved it.
time. It's
Yeah.
not a perfect movie, and what movie is?
Yeah. Mhm.
But you know what? I have to say that I was having a good time, and I was by myself. You know, I wasn't even with the audience, and I was like, "Oh, this is fun." I had a smile on my face.
Yes, exactly. And
Yeah,
Justin Long, he stole the
man.
show in every scene, dude.
You know,
My-
I know they marketed the movie around him and everything, but I wish they didn't show a lot of that stuff. You know, like I
Yeah,
wish they let
right.
that be a surprise. But yeah,
Mhm.
man, you could tell he was really going for it in this one.
He
And
was, dude.
it was good. It was good. It was like he
Yeah.
was almost unrecognizable. It was crazy,
Mhm.
you know?
Oh yeah. It was. I've seen it twice, and it's just a fun movie. It's a fun movie. Michael Kennedy did a great job writing that movie, and while we're talking about that, I just want to mention this real quick because tomorrow night, guys, Tuesday night, I've got the production designer of It's a Wonderful Knife on the channel at 8:30 p.m. Tuesday the 14th. She's going to come on here. We're going to talk all about how she got the production design done, locations, all of those things when it comes to the things you see around that movie that make the movie what it is. She's the one. Tiana P. Gordon will be here 8:30 tomorrow night. And then, guys, I'm thrilled to announce this again and share this again on the 25th of November, on a Saturday night, a couple of weeks away. I have the director of It's a Wonderful Knife, Tyler McIntyre, and he also is one of the writers of Five Nights at Freddy's. He will be here at 8 p.m. Central, the 25th of this month. We're going to talk all about It's a Wonderful Life, a Wonderful Knife, from his perspective as the director of the entire film. And of course, we're going to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's as he's one of the writers. So it's going to be a blast.
That's going to be good. That's going to be good, man.
Can't wait. So you guys, please come be a part of these interviews starting tomorrow night. So yeah, I'm glad you got to see it, man. We'll have to talk offline when the stream's over, and we can talk about some things. Yeah, we don't want to spoil anything because it's brand new.
Yeah. Funny story while we're on this, real quick. So, you know, me, my wife, and my sister-in-law, we started doing this film roast where we're roasting movies and stuff like that. Well, somebody sends my sister-in-law a friend request, and it was Justin Long. Or
no,
she thought it was Justin Long.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah.
And she was just like, "Oh, I love your movies, blah blah blah," and and the person had a little bit of a following, you know, and so she thought maybe this is the real Justin Long. And so, long story short, you know, it wasn't. Right. So I'm like sitting in the movie theater and I'm texting her. I was like, "Hey, I'm sitting here watching a movie with your boo in it, Justin Long," and she's like, "Leave me alone." Just because once she started like, "Hey, you should come on Destination Station and watch," you know, we were gonna watch Barbarian or something, and he just like ghosted her. I was like, "You got ghosted by a ghost." Like there was
by a fake Justin.
Yeah. It was just funny. I don't know.
That's
I just
funny,
give her a hard
dude.
time about it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know, you got to be so careful with that stuff, man. It's like first thing I do, like if I get something from someone that looks to be someone famous or whatever, I immediately go to Twitter and Instagram and look for the official account of these people. And I'm like, if it doesn't match that handle at whatever, when it, you know, then you know. But at first, it can catch you off guard, make it look really official. Yeah.
Yeah. And it did. I kind of looked at it too, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know, maybe." So I don't know. It was just a funny little story.
Barbarian, that's another one, man. That movie was.
Did you see that it's getting a video game?
What? No.
Barbarian's getting a video. Yeah. It's been greenlit. They're making a video game of Barbarian. I don't know how they're gonna do that. Like,
how do you? How do you do that? I mean, baby.
Yeah.
Baby.
It's just being lost down in the tunnels the whole time.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe running from the woman creature. Or something.
Maybe it's like a VR type of experience. They didn't say what type of game it was going to be.
Could you imagine how that in VR would be that'd be pretty terrifying if you think about it. You know, jump scares. You know.
Have you ever seen the deleted scenes on Barbarian?
I have not. No.
Oh man, there's some stuff they should have kept in there. It gets pretty wild.
Oh,
and
really?
They had to cut because some stuff involving Justin Long and the thing down there. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
dude. I wish I gotta find those.
Crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah, if you got it on if you got it on Vudu or anything like that, it should have like special features and deleted scenes. Just check them out. I was like, wow, this was. I guess it was just too hot for theaters. I don't know.
Could be the rating. Yeah. MPAA,
that's what I was
maybe?
thinking.
Yeah.
After seeing the deleted scenes, that's what I was thinking. I was like, this might have been just too much.
Stu says they're also making another Friday the 13th game. Didn't know that. That's great. That's awesome. Brandon has a question for us. Do you feel Landon has talked about him being a Stu fan with the Scream team and possibly bringing him back? Do you think he's had that discussion? Well, I mean, look, we don't know, obviously, for sure. All I can tell you is what Christopher Landon told me backstage after the interview. And because I basically laid it out to him. And I said, look, I'm not asking for you to respond. I know you can't. I just want to say this while I have the opportunity. I said, if there's any way you could bring Stu Macher back in Scream 7, you would make a ton of people very happy. And I said, me being probably number one, I told him I'm the self-professed conductor of the Stu Train, the whole thing. And he laughed and he said, well, he says, actually, I'm really good friends with Matthew. And I'm like, okay. He said, yeah. He said, they just did a charity event the month prior in August together. And so they're friends, dude. Now, look, it doesn't mean a guarantee of anything, but I will just say this, Destin, and I'll get your thoughts. Having a relationship with someone is a big difference than being a total stranger with someone. You already are friends. That's a much easier discussion transition to happen than if it was someone he's never met before. So my heart skipped a beat when he said we're good friends. What do you think, man?
Man, that makes me like a kid on Christmas right now.
I know.
Man, that makes me think that he could definitely pull some strings and get him written in there some way, somehow. At least an Easter egg to build up to Scream 8.
Yeah, exactly.
If the writers already have something already built before he came on board, and it's like, this is where we're going, and it's like, okay, well, let's leave it open ended. Let's throw a bone here, Let's see if people will like this, and then that might get people excited, and it might get everybody being like, oh, you got to see Scream 7. Stu might be back. You got to see the ending of it,
That's right.
Man, that's good news, man. That's
I
some
think
good
so
stuff.
too. I know. I was like, the minute he said that, I just got this wave of adrenaline hit me. Like, oh yes, let's go.
Because I've been in the Scream panels before, and Stu is all about wanting to come back. So he has to be saying, Chris, you got to find a place for me. You got like some way, somehow, even if you just leave it open-ended and being like Stu is still alive, something like that, and that could lead into Scream 8,
Oh yeah.
We can end the Carpenter story, and then we could end the Carpenter story, and then we could veer back to the original, back to Sydney and Gail.
You could totally do that. You could, end the Carpenter story with 7, close it up, and then Scream 8. We're back to old school. We're back to like the old school Scream. You could totally do it. And like you say, could you imagine if Matthew is calling Chris saying, hey man, so what are you gonna got? What you got for me in Scream 7? I mean, could you imagine?
All he has to do he's just got to be like, I was in a successful movie over the Halloween season, Five Nights at Freddy's, like.
That's right.
Like
a newer generation.
And that in Matthew's mind, he had to have been like, this is a gamble. This could be good or this could be bad. And it turned out to be good. Actually, it turned out to be great.
Great. Yeah.
So
it is. And it's also introducing a younger, newer generation who may not be as familiar with Matthew as all of us are that have a few years on him. They now know who he is. He's in Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So all these.
No, he was in She's All That.
Well, it's true. That's true.
all us old heads will be like, no, wait a minute.
Yeah.
He was in Scream and she's all that. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. But you know, these kids these days, these teenagers now, you know, that could have been their first time seeing Matthew Lillard, but now they know who he is. It's William Afton.
Yeah.
That's the guy. Dude, I'm telling you, the time is right. And Matthew Lillard just
The time
joined.
is right.
It is right. It's the right time. And Matthew Lillard just joined Mac Flanagan's new movie, The Life of Chuck, which is a Stephen King novella. He's on the cast for that, dude. So he's in another horror movie that they're going to start filming. Actually, they're filming now. So, bro, it's the stars are lining up perfectly.
Right. Right.
They really are.
I always wonder, you don't, well, I don't know. Since Nev Campbell and Matthew Lillard had a relationship back in the day,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
do you not ever think that that might be part of the reason why maybe he's never been recasted? Or do you think that's not at all? Like that has because they go to conventions together and they're on stage together. So I don't see why it would.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. And that's a good question. But one thing I always watch for when they're on their panels, I watch for body language. I watch for how do those two interact. And every time, even if it's something subtle, she's like talking to Matthew and laughing, and they seem really on good terms. So I don't think so, man. I personally don't. I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah. After like second thinking it, like I don't either. I was just I wondered that back in the day, just because I was like, oh well, maybe that's part of the friction why we can't have them back in the same movie or something. Part of it, but I don't see.
Yeah, I mean it's legitimate to think about it.
Together. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there would be an issue there if there was a real like issue. I think.
Right.
But yeah, hopefully not. I'm hoping that's not a problem. Because we need Stu. Connie, what's up, Connie? Look here, today is an 8-month anniversary. Thank you so much, Connie, for your monthly support. Truly appreciate you helping to keep the lights on the channel here. Says would love to have Stu back. Yes, absolutely. We need Stu back. Kirsten saying the time is right now to bring back Matt. Yes, it is. This is it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. Let's do this thing. Christopher Landon, let's do it, brother. Come on, man. We got to do it. And as we start to wrap up here, guys, we're going to go about another 10 minutes or so. Is that cool, Destin? You good for about another 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go about another 10 minutes and we'll call it a night. But here's a clip that is one of my favorites. And I know that a lot of you newer folks have probably not seen this yet. Destin, you'll recognize it immediately. But let's hear from Matthew Lillard himself on the character of Stu Macher and if he's alive. Here we go, guys. Crank it up. What do you say, Destin?
He's still alive,
think, brother.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. He's still alive, even if he doesn't show up in this one or the next one.
Right.
There's always going to be room to bring Stu back.
Always.
Way, somehow.
That's right.
Yep.
And that's the other thing too. I'm glad you brought that up. If he's not in Scream 7, it changes nothing. He's still alive. It does not mean he's dead. It just means that he's not back in this movie. But then we look to Scream 8 and we set our sights to there and see what they're going to do. So yeah, him being alive is completely separate from whether he ever comes back. Because if he never shows up again, Destin, he's still out there living his life somewhere in the world out there. And But my hope is that we're going to see him again, even next year, possibly.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm hoping we get something around the Christmas season, like just like a little teaser or something for next year. Just to get us like in a little bit of a Scream Christmas feeling.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you, do you think, and nobody could ever replace what I'm about to say, but do you think there's a way to write Detective Kincaid as our new Dewey in a way?
Wow. Well, the only problem I see with that potentially, the thing about Dewey that made him, like, in other words, Dewey was central in every movie they made in the first 4. So if that's going to happen, we're going to have Mark Kincaid in every movie, like the next 3 or 4 movies at least, and then, which I'm okay with totally, but I'm just wondering how that works because I'm assuming he's FBI now. We don't know that. Last time we saw him, he was Hollywood detective, homicide.
Or he could be retired.
He could be retired. That's the other thing. We don't even know if he's a cop anymore. We don't.
Yeah.
He could be retired, and he's got a great pension, great all that stuff. So I think if you're going to make Kincaid the next Dewey, the studio is going to have to commit to Patrick Dempsey for the next 3 or 4 movies, at least 3. Because, otherwise you can't. You have to, right? Because you got to establish that. Now he could be Dewey like in 7, but if you want him to be that new person, that new Dewey, you got to have him more than just one movie, I think.
Oh yeah. I don't think they would like make him as goofy or anything like that, or I think he'd be like the big brother type, like looking over everybody.
Yeah.
Also, by being the red herring a little bit.
Always.
So yeah, I'm really curious, man. I know I keep bringing up Thanksgiving, but I just want to see how I feel about him after seeing him in a similar type of role again.
True.
I just want to.
It's been a long time. Yeah. It's been 23 years. So, we'll see, man.
He's aging okay. He's aging okay.
The sexiest man alive in People magazine this year. It's like, dang.
Right. I was like, wow. If that didn't happen at the right time for Eli Roth and his movie to come out.
I know. It's great free promotion for the movie and interviews and stuff. It's like perfect.
Now it's like, let's put him on the poster. Let's put him on this. Every trailer's got him right at the, and watch him have like maybe 20 minutes of footage or something. I'm hoping that's.
I know. Wouldn't that be hilarious, dude?
Yeah.
He ends up dying in the middle of the movie. Oh no.
Yeah.
I hope not. It does seem like he's going to be there to the third act. Like he's going to be I don't know if he's going to be like a final guy almost, right? That's the feeling I get. I don't know. You never can tell the editing of these trailers, but it seems like he'll be in the movie for a good long time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Val. Yes, everyone, please go subscribe if you've not yet done so to listen and watch our good friend Destin at Destination Station. There is the link. Thank you, Val. Simply click that link right now. Go and hit subscribe. Hit the bell icon, and you will enjoy Destin's content. It's always fun stuff, whether he's live streaming or putting out theories. It's great stuff. So go and enjoy his content. I know you will. And I'll never send you somewhere that I don't believe brings value for your time. All right. So Destin is no exception to that. So go check him out. And I would greatly appreciate that. And Russell, just subbed. There you go, Destin. You already got
Oh,
one new sub right
thanks,
there.
Russell.
That's awesome,
Russell,
man.
you're awesome. Appreciate it. I'm knocking on 3,000 subs. Let's get me there.
Oh, you're so.
I feel like it's so hard just to get there.
It is. It is. You're not alone, buddy. It's like you get to a certain number, and then it's like you're crawling, just crawling to get there. You know, but it will happen. Just keep it up, and hey, Connie subscribed too. There's another one. Thank you, Connie.
Thank you, Connie.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're gonna enjoy Destin stuff. Like I say, it's been a little bit since I've had Destin on the channel, and I'm so glad it worked out, Destin, with your schedule tonight, that we can make this thing work for a little while at least, you know, and catch up and talk a little Scream. It's always fun.
Absolutely.
Ghostface Fanatic says, Destin, you're awesome. Yeah.
Thank you, Ghostface. Thank you so much.
So tell us, man, anything new on the channel? You got anything you're working on? Any new videos coming up in the next week or so that you want to talk about?
I do have a video dropping very soon. I should be done editing with it by midday tomorrow. And it's about Patrick Dempsey. It's about possible return. I do have a couple other theory videos that are coming out. One thing I am trying to finish up is my audiobook episode 1.
Oh, yeah.
Night of the Slashers with Freddy, Jason, Chucky, Leatherface. It's something I've always thought that they should do a movie with, but I'm having trouble finding the right voice actors to really fit it. So some of it I might have to just fill in and do the best that I can, but yeah, that should be coming out somewhere. I mean, everything's already done except for the voice narration.
Okay.
So
well, that's cool, man.
And it's gonna be visual. I'm using AI art. I'm using all kinds of stuff. Like it looks. I'm impressed. I mean, it might not be impressive to anybody else, but something that I dabbled with some AI art, and I was like, wow, this looks really good. And so I'm excited. The first episode's gonna be coming out definitely by the end of the year.
Ooh, bro. Dude, keep me posted, would you? Because I want to, as soon as that's out, I want to see it.
Okay.
Yes. Definitely. I love the little sneak peek you gave me, like a couple months back. Whenever it was. Man,
I've added so much now. I've added so much from that.
I can't wait, bro. That's awesome. And you're gonna post it on your channel, right, when it's done?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, cool. So guys, yes, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icon on Destin's channel as well to make sure you're notified whenever it does drop, because you don't want to miss that. I've seen a little sneak peek of the early stages, and I was digging it already. So I can't wait to see your final product. That's great. Sweet. And Film Genius says, you have a new subscriber, Destin. Well, there you go. Another subscriber. Film Genius. Just subscribe to the channel.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Film Genius.
And Jason the Nice One says, good night, everyone. Thank you, Stephen and Destin, for an awesome stream. Hoping for just a good film, fun, enjoyable, and return just as what's worked in the franchise before with Landon's mark. Well said, Jason. That's it right there.
Absolutely. That's all. At the end of the day, that's what you really, really want. That's what we all want. Just give us a good Scream movie. Don't mess it up. Respect Wes's work and put your touch on it and give us a good movie. We're gonna like it. We're gonna like it no matter what.
Absolutely. We will like it no matter who's in it or who's not, if that story is solid.
Right.
And let us go back and have that feel of a Craven Scream movie. That's what I want again.
Man, I do too.
Oh gosh. Ghostface Fanatic says, if Kincaid comes back, it has to be Patrick Dempsey. not another actor would be a fan of that. I agree.
Oh yeah, yeah.
100%.
Don't recast his character. I wouldn't.
No, nope. They would. I think that would backfire horribly.
That's kind of like recasting Kirby.
Oh gosh, it's
that,
true.
That wouldn't work. You know.
No. Mm-mm. It's got to be him, or he's not in it. That's it. One of the two.
Yeah.
But you know, I feel good about. I feel good about it, man. I think he's gonna. I think they're gonna. I think Nev and Patrick are both back, and how cool would that be?
Man, that would be awesome.
So cool, man. All right, guys. Well, listen, it is knocking on midnight here. I know it's a work night and school night for a lot of people. So we will call it a stream, but this was really a lot of fun. Destin, I'm going to catch you backstage in just a second, my friend. For everybody in the chat, thank you all for being here. I hope you had an enjoyable 2 hours. I certainly did. Thank you for all of you who became members on the stream. Also, your super chats tonight and super stickers. All of that means so much, and it really helps the channel. So a thank you again for your support and all the anniversaries. Wow. Thank you, guys. I am excited for what's next. Let's just keep it rolling. And thank you, Destin, for joining me as well, my friend. This was a great time.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for the invite. These are always fun.
Always fun. My pleasure. All right, man. I'll see you backstage. Everyone else, don't forget tomorrow night, one more time. Don't miss it. 8:30 Central. Tiana P. Gordon, the production designer of It's a Wonderful Knife. Even if you haven't seen the movie, trust me, we're not going to spoil it. We're going to be talking about locations, not the story itself. So please come watch the interview, and trust me, you're going to be happy that you did, because that movie will be going to Shudder soon. It's a Wonderful Knife. We'll be on the Shudder network once it leaves theaters. So you want to be ready to watch it the minute it drops. But we'll talk more about that. But please be there. I'll see you all then. And everyone else, have a great night. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Fingers crossed. I'll see you there. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Hey, you have been watching Craven Something Scary. This is Lee Waddell, the original Ghostface, thanking you for stopping by and checking it out.